What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. Of course, this is TWA Motorsports, and today, well, I told you guys in the last video on the green truck we were going to be updating some stereo stuff. I don't know how far we're going to go today, but there is one thing that we are definitely going to get done, and that is a new subwoofer box. So, what did I have in here before? I have, and I really want to clean up the mess that I have. Actually, I'll show you guys here underneath. I've got the amp just kind of setting here, and I'm going to leave the amp where it's at, but I need to clean up some of my wiring to make it look nicer. This is not the way I normally do things, guys, but I knew this speaker box was temporary. You can see my amp and see all the stuff there. We're going to clean that up and make it look all nice. There's a fly making me crazy here. So I got the old box out. I had my son come out. I had to take the little tabs out. So what we had in this truck is this box. Now this box came out of my crew cab Sierra, or Silverado, sorry, the cat-eyed Silverado that I had, the crew cab, and it's specially made for the crew cab. Now I did modify it by recessing the subs into it instead of them setting out because it was rubbing on the seat. But ultimately, guys, this box was like 0.5 cubes without the subs. And then I recessed that, so that probably made it like 0.4, so it's really not doing these subs justice. Not to mention, it's not really made for this truck. It's made for a crew cab. So I wanted to get some additional room for the subs to get the air that they need, the airspace that they need. And so we've got this guy out, and these guys are the JL10T3W, I don't know what it is. It's a T3W10 or something like, I don't know what it's called. I'm just gonna even quit trying. Anyway, it's the thin W3 is what it is. But check out the new box that I just got. Guys, I got this from NetAudio, and I'll list their information down below. I'm not affiliated with them whatsoever. I didn't get any deals on this box, but what I can tell you is a couple things. First off, the packing of this box, with them shipping it to me, is incredible. I cannot tell you guys how great it was packed. I was kind of nervous because there was a little spot in the box. It's kind of heavy, but it was wrapped in bubble wrap and then like 3 layers of cardboard. So they do an incredible job there. They use only MDF. They have everything. They have an incredible shop, guys. This is all they do, I believe. But a couple things I like is, one, I told them the subs that I'm using, and check this out. It's recessed. They like cut it in, so it's just a really nice fit. They test fit the subs, so you're gonna get a perfect fit as far as like the way the screws go in. Love that part of it. The other thing is it is 1.5 cube per side, I believe, or maybe it's a little over 1, but it's gonna give the subs the breathing room that they need. And they spec it out to whatever sub. You tell them what sub you're using. Like I said, they cut the hole because the JL is kind of an oddball 10. It's a little bit bigger hole than your standard 10, but I love that. It does have a pass-through in the center. I don't know that you'll be able to see that, but it's wired. And what I really like about this, and I didn't even tell them this, but my amp is on this side. It is wired with one output only, and they soldered the connections. All the connections are soldered down there. I love this because, guys, you don't have additional spot where the air can escape. Of course, they sealed all the seams, and then covered it. And you can get, look, you can get like a GMC logo or a Chevy logo. You can get all kinds of different color carpet. I was afraid, I didn't order any samples from them. I was afraid that if I went with a gray, it would just be another color of gray in the truck. And so I figured, let's just go with black. It's gonna be behind the seat. You're really not gonna see it. If it bugs me down the road, I guess I could always get some additional carpet and try to, cover it with something different. But I think we can live with this. But what we're going to do is we're going to transfer our subs, obviously, out of the other box. We need to make sure we got the positive going to the positive and negative to negative. These are a dual ohm subwoofer. I already have them wired, I think in parallel or in series. Guys, I literally have to check the manual. I don't install subs all the time, but anyway, I'm putting a 2 ohm load on they're dual 4 ohm subs. I'm putting a 2 ohm load on my amp, I believe, because that's all it's stable for. It's just a cheap kicker amp. But that is the goal. I just wanted to share this with you guys, and then we'll once we get the subs in, I'll show it to you with the subs in, and then hopefully we can get this thing set in there by myself. It is pretty heavy, but I think I can do it. So let's get these subs swapped over. So you can see that I've got the subs out, ready to go in this box. Guys, I generally start them with a drill, but then I put them in the rest of the way by hand. I wanted to show you guys though, I never really showed you the box. It's a pretty well-made box, but you can see what I did, that I recessed that so they set flush. Just, I didn't have enough room on the other one. But either way, we're ready to put them in. Like I said, I don't know, like I said, stereo buffs out there that watch my channel, you're probably not, because you're like probably banging your head against the wall the way I do things. But this, I don't know if this is series or parallel, I don't remember. Like I said, I don't do this a lot, but that is how I've got it hooked up. So we're gonna do the exact same thing here. Like I said, the cool thing is there's only one set of posts. The wires already ran for me, and I ordered it with the upgraded wire. I don't know what gauge it is, guys. Like I said, I'm sure that there's way more to subwoofers than what I do in this little shop. But either way, let's get these things screwed in there, and then maybe we'll mess with trying to get the wires a little nicer in the truck. Let me know if you guys are as overkill as me, but I spend a ton of time making sure the JL is symmetrical with the top. And I don't know, there may be another grill, and maybe that's why this is made this way, because I noticed the indentation is a little further out, or maybe, I'm not really sure why it's like that. Either way, I mean, it doesn't bother me, but there's probably an aftermarket. I do have the grills that set in the channel here. I don't love them, and I think they're way overpriced for what they are, but I do have those. So, but either way, let's get these things screwed down. I've got the wires all hooked up, and I'm excited, guys. I really want to hear this with the proper size box, because these subs are absolutely amazing. I have always been a Rockford guy. I've had a lot of kicker stuff, but these, the quality, the sound quality of these is just top notch. Got them all mounted. Like I said, guys, I run them down with the screwdriver, or with the impact to start, and then finish them up by hand. So I run them about level. I don't know, that way, that thing's kind of powerful. So sometimes it'll strip them out. But anyway, let's take a look at what we're going to address here. I don't even want to, I'm so excited. I don't even want to mess with this right now, but I'm going to. Okay, so look, we've got just a whole mess of stuff. Now, this is actually where I'm going to keep the amplifier. It doesn't move around a lot, to be honest with you. Should it be mounted? Probably. But the cool thing is we're only gonna have one set of wires coming out here. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to sneak them through. I can get my hand under the carpet, sneak them through there. I'm gonna pull them out of this hole, or at least that's what I'm thinking. Same way with the power wire. And we're just gonna go from there. I really don't wanna cut holes in this carpet. It's in such good shape that I hate to cut holes in it. So if I would have been thinking when I put all this stuff together, I probably, since I took the sub out from under the bottom of this guy, I probably should have put my amplifier in that section, but it probably wouldn't get as cool, or wouldn't stay as cool in that spot. So we'll just deal with what we got. I don't know, guys. That box is pretty thick. I'm hoping it fits without having to take the console out. We'll just have to test that. And then I'll probably, of course, run the vacuum in there. So I won't show you any of this part. I'm gonna do that off camera, kind of route the wires, and then I'll show you once I'm finished, and then we'll get the sub box in. Well, while this doesn't look perfect, it definitely looks a lot better, guys. So like I said, I didn't want to poke any holes in the carpet, and this guy stays right where it needs to be. It doesn't move around. It might move like right to left just a little bit if you were going into a turn really hard, but it can't go very far because it hits on both sides. Now, should you bolt it down? Probably. I'm not going to, at least not right now, because I don't love this. I'm one of those completely hidden wire guys, but the seat will be back over it. The only time you would see it, you might see, because I keep my seat all the way back. The only time you may see it, and I may put a little loom on this just to make sure it doesn't brush up against the bottom of the seat. There's nothing I think it's gonna hit, but yeah, for now, it's way better than it was. We don't have that bunch of coiled up wires there. I've got this tucked under the carpet. Once I get the box plugged in on this side, then we will, kind of tuck that under. But let's see if we can stab this box in here, which may be fun by myself. Well, guys, after a little bit of a fight, I got that thing in there. So what did I have to do? Had to take passenger side seat loose and just move it up about a 1/4 inch, and then it threaded right through. But it's in. So we need to, I need to get my light back here. We need to plug our amp connect, or our subwoofer actual connections in. And then I'm gonna put the speaker grills on it. I'll try to lean the seat up and shine my light back there here in just a second once I get them hooked up and get the speaker grills in place. But the box, guys, goes side to side. And what's cool about it is it goes side to side in the plastic. Okay, so you obviously see we've got some room here. Actually, let me get my light in here. You can see we've got some room there, but it goes literally plastic to plastic, which kind of helps because it fits right up against that. I still think you need a grill though. So I am definitely gonna be running my grills, but let me hook this up. Let me go grab the grills, get them snapped into place, and then I'll lean the seats up so you guys can see them. As you can see, got the sub box in, got the speaker grills on. Guys, these are the ones that come from JL. Like I said, I think they're kind of expensive, but I also think they work. They fit nice and flush. They tuck in between the surround and where the speaker actually bolts on. Definitely a killer box. Let's go over here and look at the other side, but we're gonna give it a test here and make sure that everything works. Now, the downside, guys, is audio, subwoofer noise. It's gonna be hard for me to show you guys on camera. And it started pouring rain, as you guys can hear outside, but yeah, there's not a good way to show you. I need to put my little safety latch pieces back in as well. But you're gonna have to remove the seat, at least one of the seats in order, and you don't have to remove it, but just unbolt it and move it about 2 inches forward. That gives you enough to slide it through right here on one side or the other. I don't know if the other seats, like the ones with the manual sliders, these are power on both sides. If you had a manual slider, it may go up further. I don't think so though, but we're gonna give it a smoke test here. Now, while I know, guys, it's probably not gonna do it justice, except maybe if you got headphones, it will. But we're going to give it a shot with some non-copyrighted bass music. I'm sure it's terrible, but it'll give you an idea. These speakers just scream. This box sounds incredible. Now look, is it like high end, like knock you out of we're not doing any hair tricks here, guys, but definitely gets a lot deeper in that box. You can hear it hammering on the truck. And I generally don't listen to it this loud, I really don't. But sometimes I want to get crazy. Definitely a lot louder. A lot deeper. Just, you know, look, that I can't say enough about those subs. The box made a huge difference as well. Obviously those things are getting the breathing room they need now, and not cooped up against my seat. I definitely recommend, guys, if you're going with that company NetAudio and these subs, I would recommend getting those speaker grills, because it is kind of up against the seat, the speaker, and a lot of times it wears the cone out, or the motor out, and the sub pushing up against the seat all the time. So that keeps that from happening. At least it has something to push up against. There's the way those speaker grills are designed. But either way, I love the subs, love the box, and just another thing that we have got accomplished on this truck. Next, guys, I think there's a couple other things that I want to do. If you caught the last video on this truck when we did the interior lighting and whatnot, we got to address the AC. Of course, we're going into a time of the year where we don't really need it. And there's some changes that I may make on that, which is why I didn't fix it in that video. Aside from that, you know, we're really pretty much done with the interior. We've got, other than the double din, like I said, I want to put in, but we need to get our mirror hookup. I don't know if you guys noticed, but when I panned across the mirror there, it says OC for open circuit. While the mirror is working, I don't have the gauge or the sensor in to see what the temperature is outside. So that's something I need to do as well, but little by little we'll get there. I just wanted to share the speaker box experience with you guys. I'll probably keep the other one around. I don't know why. I just can't throw stuff like that away. Maybe somebody, a friend or something, will need it and be able to use it. But if you guys did enjoy this speaker experience, I know I've been doing a lot of stereo stuff, it seems like, lately. But if you did enjoy it, please, like always, smash that thumbs up button. Guys, if you are not subscribed, go down there, hit that subscribe button. Of course, ring the bell icon. That notifies you every time we drop a new video. And stay tuned to see what we work on next.